Right then, welcome back. Today this is going to look weird because that was already completed and these races are already completed. And I get that, but I lost all the footage. So I've had to do them again. So the first three races are a redo, a do-over, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to use the Harley Davidson for everything. Yeah, for everything. I'm probably stupid. It wasn't particularly easy, but it is what it is. So we're going to use the VR1000 against a load of R1s, and it didn't go very well. To start with, attempt 1, gravel, attempt 2, gravel, then barrier. Oof, that was naughty. Attempt 3, we run a bit wide, and grass, so that's gravel, barrier, grass. Attempt 4, collision with the AI, high side, gravel, barrier. Attempt 5, low side, lose the front. Attempt God knows what, we're off again. So. Attempt, 7? Yes. The key to this was the start. I mean, that was filthy. I do apologise for that. But if I did not get through this first corner, down Paddock Hill Bend first, I was in a world of trouble. So I was having to get my elbows out. I was having to barge people out of the way and just basically ride filthy. I mean, that is a naughty, dirty, filthy block pass into Graham Hill Bend. But we got away. And for the next 7 minutes, I was shitting my pants because the headlights never went away. They were always there. End lap 2, headlight on the inside, yep. We're in R1, and this thing, I mean, it looks like it's building speed really quick, and it'll pull itself up to nearly 160, but it is literally a pig to ride. It understeers, it slides. I mean, look at that into there. Oh my giddy aunt. I thought I was going to the moon at the start of lap 4, but we didn't. We kept on. We kept on it. We stayed on the bike, but we've picked up a 1/10 of a second penalty. And those R1, I mean, I know the R1's faster, I get that, but there's 2 bikes to choose from, and the golfing performance is ridiculous. So into the last corner, we've got a 1/10 of a second penalty. We've got an R1 welded to the exhaust pipe, and I've just got to hope that I pull out enough of a gap, and in the end I think we win it by a 1/10 of a second possibly. But it was not enjoyable, not at all. But it's done, and we move on to race 2, or event 2, or whatever you want to call it, which is a time trial at Snetterton. Now then, this I was not looking forward to. I've done quite a few races at Snetterton recently, and yes, it's a good track. No, I don't get on with it massively well. The last corner, like into here, just lost the front. Attempt 1, just binned it. Attempt 2, wouldn't stop, ran wide on the grass and we're off. It's pissing down, by the way. Attempt 3, way too fast, forgot my braking point. There's not really a braking marker on there. There's a little barrier that's painted orange at the end. So it just wasn't quite right. The setup wasn't there. It was understeering. It was sliding off the edge of the front tyre. So Snetterton's a sod. There's not many braking markers. First corner, there's your braking markers on the left. Treat the first and second corner like one bend. So move out, like double apex it onto the straight. Braking markers on the left again. Got on the brakes for the hairpin. Mad hairpin, 180 degrees. Don't try and get on the gas too early. Let it drift across to the right hand side of the track. No braking markers again. This corner's quicker than you think. The AI always dive bomb you up the inside. Let it run out to the barriers, and again keep to the right hand side of the track. Look for your braking markers on the brakes nice and hard. Again, another almost 180 degree hairpin, not as tight as the first one. Keep out to the right again. Look for the orange barrier, that one there. Just a bit of a dab on the brakes, tip in. nice and tight to the left, no braking marker again, billboards on the right, alright, a bit late, you've got to brake before them. Another like triple apex corner with a little bit of a straight. This one's tighter than you think onto the back straight, and don't run wide because that will happen. Now, this corner, this decreasing radius nasty corner with a hard right just at the end of it. Brake just before the bridge, stay on the brakes, down the gears, stay on the brakes, stay on the brakes, and then just let it roll through the right hand bend. Stay to the left through the bomb hole. Again, not too fast on entry because you'll run wide and the bike will spit you off. And this is what I don't like. This last corner, Corums I think it's called, it goes on forever and ever and ever. And then right at the last minute it nips up, and then you've got to go on the brakes and slam it into this turn and then up the straight. And the amount of times the AI have dive bombed me there, it's just no fun. It's just no fun at all. But it's done. It's done, and we did it. I mean, not by miles. What we're chasing a 1:59.4. Alright, we did it by miles. Did it by 4 seconds. So what's done is done and cannot be undone. And what's dead is dead and may not be killed, or whatever they say. And onwards and upwards to Magnicores now. Magnicores. Big fan of Magnicores. But not on a Harley Davidson, because Magnicores is all about go, stop and turn, which this has absolutely none. Zero of the above. Well, it handles alright. No, it doesn't. It handles like a piece of shit. But I was quite confident that we were going to do alright. However, what I didn't anticipate is me spannering it and playing catch up. And when I say catch up, I mean proper elbows out, get out of the way, I'm getting back to the front of this race if it's the last thing I do. Apart from the glorious sunset, this was hard. Yeah, this was quite difficult. Down the back straight, under the bridge, on the brakes, computer AI on the inside, so a little bit wary, leaving plenty of room, get on the gas. Now it's a drag race all the way up this little bit of a straight to this first chicane, go round the outside of him, which is dirty, onto the curbs, which is naughty because it's raining, and then we're into this 180 degree hairpin bend. It's wet, the AI being bolshy, and we've done alright. I think, you know what, I've got this, but I haven't. End lap 1, way too late on the brakes, run wide, bikes having a little bit of a sachet as we go. AI decides that they're just going to ram into the side of me. However, he bottles it on the exit of the chicane and we're away. I think, alright, we're good, we'll just go steady. Yeah, they might get swallowed up on the straights, but we'll take our time. Into the first corner, run wide on the gravel. One bike round the outside of us, two bikes round the outside of us. So now, I've got to go all the way up this straight on a bike that's slower than the bikes that are around me. So yeah, we're grafting, and I don't know, I just don't get the Harley Davidson thing. I mean, it stops alright, so it weighs about 9 tons, but apart from that, I mean, yeah, high side it off, and I was like, quit, let's start again. I thought, no, come on, like, you know this track inside out. It took me the rest of the lap almost to catch up with the back of the pack, and now we'll just get filthy. I mean, I've not turned the traction control on yet, and I really should, because the back end of the bike's all over the place. So we got past one rider there, we go past another two on the way into here. Stay on the outside because they'll all take the nice tight line. Wait for him to commit to the chicane, little bit of a touch. Oh, that was so close to a high side. Down the main straight, and it's like, right, graph, down the back straight, under braking. Past one, another one on the inside of the hairpin, get on the gas. So we're up to what, third? Right, second. Let's see if we can't duff him up into the chicane, or at least on the way out, because he'll commit hard. There we go, sell him a dummy, past we go. Right, second. So we've been going, what, a lap, and we've gone from 8th to 2nd. I'll take that, through the chicane. Yeah, we've got quite a big penalty. I did run out at one of the one of the Imola or Nürburgring chicanes and got quite a hefty penalty, but we're through, we're into first, so now we've got to pull a second out. No more mistakes, no mucking about, and the full version of the race is worth a watch, because yeah, there's some serious craft going on. End lap 5, and we are what, 7 and a bit seconds in front. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, the bike's not great, I'm not going to lie. What the paint job is all about is a little bit beyond me. I did try and Google it to see what the paint job was all about, but apparently it just says it was a marketing thing. But anyway, we won it by 7-8 seconds in the end. 3 down, 2 to go. Next one, Donington Park, and we've not had really decent conditions yet. Brands was in the dark, the Snetterton 300 Time Attack was pissing it down, and Magny-Cours in the wet. Donington is dry, not very warm, and yet again my Xbox has decided to give me this quality of footage. I do not know what is going off. Like I said, alluded to in a previous video, it's murdered a hard drive, so I'm not quite sure what's going off. But anyway, attempt number 3 off the line, we're away. And this is a pig. I am not looking forward to wrestling this bike around this circuit, because those R1s are fast and they handle a damn sight better than this absolute lump of a Harley Davidson. However, we get off, we hold it through the first couple of right-handers, down through the Craner curves, into the old hairpin, and we're in front. Not the nicest thing to ride. End of lap 3, and we've got what? Not quite half a second. AI are a little bit naughty into the corners. It's that old dive bomb you up the inside thing again. But we are holding our own. And I apologise for my cat in the background, but she's just being a knobhead. But anyway, we are holding our own and we're getting there. But there's just no respite. As fast as I can get through the corners, the R1s are munging me down the straights. The tyres aren't particularly warm. I don't know what's going on with the setup. If you go any softer, it doesn't handle. If you go any harder, it spits you off at every opportunity. So it's a case of, well, I'll deal with the cold tyres and we'll at least have it handling in some way, shape or form like a normal motorcycle. But end of lap 5, we are through and done, and that's it, Donington done. Take a breath. I was like, right, what's next? What's the last one? And if Donington was difficult, oh my good lord, this next track, as if I'm going to wrestle 3 tons of Harley Davidson around Imola in the vain hope of winning a race. But that's what we're trying to do. From the setup, the front preload's way up. Attempt number 1, down into Aqua Minerale, and we're off. Attempt number 2, smash the AI up the backside, and we're off again. So far, massive learning curve. Front tyre, not happy at all. It's getting absolutely set on fire. So attempt number 3, off the start. They're going to out-drag me. It is what it is. I mean, look at the absolute speed difference that we've got. Late on the brakes, through this first Tamburello chicane, through there, keep it across on the right hand side, slam it through the left-hander, watch for the bump. AI just slightly in the way, it was a little bit naughty again, but we're through, we're past. Fast left-hander on the brakes all the way in, trail them all the way down, through the right-hander, into this hairpin that takes us back up the hill. What is it, a Toga? Yeah, I think it's a Toga hairpin, isn't it? Or Toza hairpin. So up the hill, we are chasing a Brazilian rider, and I was not confident in the slightest. However, don't give up. I say it many times, I've said it many times before, I'll say it many times again. Don't give up. Keep the pressure on, ride to your strengths. My strengths are corner speed and being an arsehole and sticking it up the inside, just like that. So just do what you need to do. Up to the top chicane, we're through, end of lap 3, we've got a 1.7 second lead, and to be fair, not a massive amount else happened. The long video's worth a watch, just for the sheer spectacle of a Harley Davidson getting absolutely thrashed to death around Imola, but I don't know, I can't, they just do nothing for me, and that's fine. If you love them, you love them. If you don't, you don't. But I've got to get it to level 4 because I want to do the Harley Davidson event, and then they're all done. But last lap, last couple of corners, through the Rivazzas 1 and 2 or whatever they're called, A and B, in and out, up and down. But we've got not quite 2-second lead. Tyres are not great, but they're not running out of anything, so we're actually all right. But yeah, not the easiest race in the world, not the easiest event in the world, but it's done, and we've done it on a Harley. We've done all 5 events on a Harley. Will I be doing it again? Possibly on the R1. Will I be doing it on the Harley again? Absolutely bloody not. No way. Not on your Nelly. But it's done, so thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Take my advice, use the R1. Don't use the Harley, it's a piece of shit. Don't forget to leave me a comment, like, subscribe, all the usual jazz, and fingers crossed I will see you next time. Stay safe. Peace.